All right, today we're going to break down a really powerful workflow for anybody out there creating content. We're talking about a method for taking one single document and spinning it up into a whole video series, even translating it for a global audience, all by connecting a set of tools you probably already use. So, here's the big question, right? You've got this great idea. Maybe it's a script, a research paper, whatever. It's in a document. How in the world do you take that text and efficiently turn it into a dynamic video that can reach people all over the planet in their own language? Well, that's exactly the problem we're going to solve today.
You see, the answer is to kind of shift your thinking. Stop thinking about making just one video and start thinking about creating a content stream. Just imagine a pipeline where your original document flows from one tool to the next, getting better and more polished at every single step, until bam, you've got a whole library of multilingual videos.
So, what do we call this approach? Well, it's called the Philfo methodology. And you can think of it as the blueprint, the actual plan, for creating that content stream we're talking about. It's a structured way to make all these tools work together. Now, the real magic here isn't just about using Google Docs over here and YouTube over there. No, it's all about the powerful connections between them. It's a specific process, a path you follow, to move your idea from tool to tool, making it better and more professional with each step you take.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. You see a formula and your brain might just shut off. But don't worry, this isn't math class. Think of this more like a simple recipe. This little formula, E equals O+iA, is basically the secret code for this entire workflow. So let's break down what each of those letters really means.
See? It's actually super straightforward. E is your final product, the enhanced content, that beautifully polished video series. O is the origin, which in this case is NotebookLM. That's the tool that first breathes life into your text and turns it into a video. And IA? That stands for the creative application. That's where tools like Google Vids and YouTube step in to add the final polish and get it out to the world.
All right, so that's the theory. But how does this actually work in practice? Let's get our hands dirty and see exactly how a simple document transforms into a finished video. This is where it all starts to come together. It really all boils down to 3 simple steps. First, you draft your core ideas in Google Docs, just like you normally would. Second, you process it. You take that doc and pop it into NotebookLM. And this is the key part. It automatically spits out a base video for you. Then finally, you enhance that video in Google Vids, adding your own branding, your own creative flair, the whole shebang.
So yeah, that middle step, that is the absolute game changer. You're not sitting there making slides one by one. NotebookLM does all the heavy lifting, intelligently turning your boring old text into a solid video foundation. It's like an accelerator for the entire creative process.
But creating one great video is only half the battle, right? This workflow is built to go way beyond that. It's designed to take that one creation and scale it up for a global audience by just smashing through those language barriers. And what's cool is you have 2 powerful ways to do this. First, right inside NotebookLM, you can generate totally separate, unique videos for different languages. This gives them a real native touch. Or, once your video is on YouTube, you can use its tools to add translated audio tracks and subtitles to your main video, creating what we call accessible world language versions. You can even do both if you want. So, think about it. When you get to the finish line, you don't just have a single video. You actually have 3 different content streams ready to go. You've got the raw foundational videos from NotebookLM, you have the polished branded versions from Google Vids, and of course you have the globally accessible translated versions living on YouTube. And, just to give this some extra context, this isn't just some casual idea someone cooked up. The source material points out that this whole methodology has actually been formalized in patent filings with both the World Intellectual Property Organization and the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. That just shows you the level of thought that went into developing this.
So let's just zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. The real power here isn't just about making one video a little bit easier. It's about creating an efficient, repeatable system for all your content, now and in the future. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. It says, "This process optimizes Google Workspace." What that really means is that the goal is to create a cycle. The workflow doesn't just produce amazing content, it actually makes the tools you're already using work together better, more seamlessly, and way more powerfully.
And all of this leads us to one final, pretty mind-blowing question. As all these tools get more integrated and more AI-driven,
Are workflows like this one the future of how we share ideas? I mean, could a process that turns a single research paper into a global, multilingual video series become the new standard for spreading knowledge? It is definitely something to think about.